What's good, everybody? This is TKC, and you're watching Waffle Innit. And today, I've got one message for you. Go watch F1 the movie now. And let me tell you why. Let's start with the heart of it all, the characters. And yes, I know it's a racing film, but F1 the movie gives us more than just fast cars and radio chatter. It gives us people with layers, people who grow, people you care about. Brad Pitt's Sonny Hayes is a masterclass in balance. He's fast, ruthless, a stone-cold veteran, but he's also broken, haunted. You can see it in his eyes every time the engine starts. He's a wanderer, not just of circuits, but of life, racing not to win, but to feel. And as the film goes on, he lets us in, mentoring JP, helping the team, letting go of his ghosts. And when he finally buries that past, it hits. Then there's Joshua Pierce, JP. At first, arrogant, reckless, charismatic and cocky, with the pace to back it up. But then comes the crash, the fall. Instead of leaning into the cliches, the film lets him grow. You watch this kid become a man, bruised, humbled, and eventually transformed. He doesn't need to win to prove anything anymore. When he celebrates Sonny's win at the end, it's not a loss, it's a win for them both. He goes from being critical of the team and not wanting to leave, to making that team his own, and in the end, opting to stay there instead of going somewhere else. And you've got Ruben Cervantes, Sonny's old Lotus teammate and the new owner of Apex GP. The guy chooses loyalty over glory, who's invested more in Sonny as a person than just his performance on track. He's the emotional spine, grounded, honest, always watching out. When he learns about Sonny's injuries, he prioritizes his safety rather than having a chance to win a race. And you can see he's trying to drive the team with real passion. Then there's Kate, the technical chief, tactical, brilliant, and emotionally sharp. She's the one who sees through every ego and holds the whole circus together. She's not just there to shout strategy. She builds the family at the heart of Apex GP. At a tense point, she holds the meeting of the two drivers and gets them closer to each other. Another point I have to add about Sonny over here is you can see his growth when he allows Joshua to win the card game instead of boosting his own ego. And then even the pit crew has its moments. From the rookie girl who fumbles the tire and nearly breaks down, to the grizzled mechanic who tells GP you're more than just pace. Everyone matters. Next, we head to the hidden details. This movie is full of cheeky nods. My favorite one, Alonso congratulating Sonny for forcing a safety car and helping his teammate out. Clear wink to Crashgate. No need to explain it. If you know, you know. Then there's also real motorsport lineage. Sonny raced in F1 in the 90s for Lotus, legendary team. That's canon. He went up against Senna and Schumacher before that horrific crash in Jerez in 1993 which ended his career. This isn't nostalgia bait. It's context. It gives Sonny weight. And they don't fake history. Murray Walker's real commentary is used in the flashback, grounding the story in the golden age. Even the crash with JP survives, it echoes Lauda in Nürburgring and Grosjean's 2020 Fireball, a modern take on motorsport mortality. These aren't just throwaway references, they deepen the world and on. The next part is how realistic everything is. You can feel the realism. Not just the cars and the circuits, but the stakes. Apex is the team on the brink. Ruben Cervantes, Sonny's former Lotus teammate, now owns the team. And he's literally racing to save his job. The FIA, the board, the investors, they're all circling. And that desperation infects every scene. The driver briefings are tense. The team principal press conferences are cutthroat. We even have a cameo from Zach Brown and Fred Vasseur, along with Tom Clarkson to boost the realism. Every call matters. Tire deg, ERS, undercuts. This isn't just movie racing, it's actual race logic. They hit Silverstone, Spa, Monza, Vegas, and Abu Dhabi. Each track feels different. The tech team even upgrades the car mid-season, with let's just say controversial methods, which is a real 2022 Alpine vibe. And the cameos? Lewis, Max, Russell, Leclerc, all integrated naturally. Even the JP versus Max scrap feels plausible. And when it ends in a wreck, brutal but believable. We've all seen how Max races. Next, we move on to what makes a film a great movie. The drama. and this is no different. You have JP's agent trying to find him endorsements and new team, and maybe also feeding a lie about sabotage here and there. Then you have his mother confronting Sunny and telling him to stay away after JP's horrific crash. All this deepens the plot even more. You also have the brawl between the two teammates when they crash into each other. That's real Verstappen and Ocon, if you know, you know. And over that, you also got Sunny's drama, his emotional damage from that crash in Jerez, and the chronic pain from decades in the sport. His relationship with Kate, which is done subtly and not overly cheesily, adds layers, especially when they're interrupted by the FIA for forged design documents. That whole subplot, wild, because banning a board member takes a whistleblower complaint to sabotage McKenna and fire Ruben. It works. McKenna's upgrades get removed. Sunny crashes out in frustration, and just when you think he's done, he comes back. But not for glory. He comes back to stop the sale of the team, to save his friends, and to go out on his own terms. You feel that. That's weight. The next bit is why this movie stands out from recent Hollywood flops. So Sunny is back in Abu Dhabi. You're thinking, oh, final race, he wins, done. But no, the film flips it. JP is the one who's leading, matured and fast, benefiting from the teamwork. Then you think the team might get a 1-2, and then the tires start to go. But then, a crash means a red flag, and suddenly they have new tires. And the reason they have a better tire than anyone else is because they had a bad quali. That's mad. And then, with 3 laps left, it's a pressure cooker. Along with that, I think what will become iconic dialogue, 3 laps is a lifetime. Then, in a last lap brawl, Joshua and Hamilton crash. Not a villain moment, but 2 races going full send, and Sunny, he doesn't overtake. He just inherits the P1. Not by dominance, but because the races in front of him crashed. All he does is keep that lead, finish the race, and win. And it happens. The silence that he describes through the movie, it's not glory, it's peace, and that's rare in sports movies. Next is probably one of the best parts of this movie, the music. Hans Zimmer, ladies and gentlemen, need I say more? That man does not miss. His score turns every formation lap into a Christopher Nolan thriller. The themes swell right as the DRS opens. It's perfection. And I'm sure those tracks are going to stay in our mind for a long, long time. It's up there with the Interstellar classics. And then you've got bangers from Tate McRae, Ed Sheeran and others, adding youth and punch to the emotional highs. It's not a soundtrack, it's a vibe. And finally, this isn't just a film, it's an experience. If you love F1, this gives you the details. If you love cinema, it gives you the structure and the soul. It's a Rush with the meta-awareness of Top Gun Maverick. The actors, they crushed it. The plot, it delivers. The music, well, let's just say it's generational. 11 on 10, no notes. This isn't just going into F1 history, it's joining cinema folklore. One day, it's going to be up there with the original Top Gun and the Fast and Furious franchise. So, I don't care what you're doing. Actually, I do, because you're watching this video. But stop it. Might like and subscribe before that. And go watch F1 the movie now.